Hello everyone, it's a pleasure for me to be here. Today I appreciate the invitation to come and talk about SOC and how a SIEM solution like micro-focus ArcSight can improve your efficiency and help you to secure your organization against threat actors. It's a topic of something all the organization must deal with every day as they have to ensure the confidentiality, the integrity, and the availability of their own data, and also those from the customer. So I think there is a huge need for companies to be more aware of the importance to have a SOC and a good security incident and event management solution. What is a SOC? The Security Operation Center is a centralized command center for network security event monitoring and incident response. It is also responsible for detecting, analyzing, and reporting unauthorized or malicious network activity by employing advanced threat hunting capabilities. Something we need to notice is that all SOCs are not the same, and the job role, the tools, the process, and technology that comprise them also can vary. The three basic types of SOCs are the threat-centric SOC, the compliance-based SOC, and the operational-based SOC. A threat-centric SOC practically earns for malicious threats on the network. The threats can be discovered through recently identified vulnerabilities, threat intelligence gateway services, and reported observation detailing malicious anomaly across target industry segments. It focuses on addressing security across the entire attack continuum. Before an attack, they need a comprehensive contextual awareness and in-depth analysis of the network traffic to implement policies and control that properly define the environment. During an attack, it is critical to have the ability to continuously detect the presence of malware and block identified threats. And after an attack, 4 actions have to be immediately taken. We need to identify the point of entry to marginalize the impact of that attack. After that first step, they have to determine the scope of the attack. The first step is to contain the threat and remediate the infected host. And finally, they have to minimize the risk of reinfection. A compliance-based SOC is focused on comparing the compliance posture of network system to reference configuration templates and standard system builds. And this type of monitoring provides the capability to detect unauthorized change and existing configuration problems that could lead to a security breach. The key to a successful compliance-based SOC is to link the organization's risk management and incident response practice to an automated system compliance process. There could be circumstances in which an industry requirement mandates standard-based security practices such as continuously evaluating against benchmarks established by the Center of Internet Security, the CIS, or meeting the PCI DSS 2.0 compliance. Operational-based SOCs is an internally focused organization that is tasked with monitoring the security posture of an organization's internal network, and it focuses on maintaining the operational integrity of the identity management and access policies, intrusion detection system rules, and the administration of firewall ACL rules. Now, you saw the difference between the 3 basic types of SOC. Let's see what are the requirements to build a SOC. Building a SOC requires a substantial upfront and ongoing investment in people, process, and technology. However, the resulting benefit of having an improved security posture greatly outweighs the cost. Building a SOC starts with threat modeling, which is a process where IT security and business people gather to determine key cyber threats, prioritize them, model out what that would look like in machine data, and then determine how to detect and remediate them. Here you have 4 questions you can answer to create your own basic threat modeling process. First question: what threats does my organization care about? A network threat, a customer data loss, a compliance one, and so on. This answer will help you to prioritize the threat based on the impact they can have on your organization. The second question: what would the threat look like? You can answer this question by looking how that threat will access and exfiltrate the confidential data of your organization. The third question: how would I detect and block that threat? We require machine data and external context. Research or visualization that would help you to detect the threat. And the last question: what is the process for each type of threat? What is the playbook, which is a prescriptive collection of repeatable reports and methods to detect and respond to security incidents by looking at the severity of the threat, the response process, the roles and responsibilities, how to document, how to remediate, when you will need to escalate or close a process for a specific threat. Here we have a snapshot of an IPS system slot where we can see an alert. By answering this following question, we can at the first sight quickly determine the point of entry of the attack. This will help you to contain the threat, remediate the affected host, and finally minimize the risk of reinfection. The rule will give you what IP domain was associated with the threat, the what type of threat is on my system, when did that event occur, where, what is the geolocation of the originating source of attack, why was the malware designed for this intent purpose, and finally how did the malware get onto our system. A critical part of any SOC is the process for responding to alerts and incidents, and most SOC use a multi-tier approach. Alerts are generated through a variety of avenues. They go to the first tier of analysts for initial review. If the first tier cannot resolve the incident, it gets escalated to the next tier, which is staffed by personnel with more advanced knowledge and incident response tools. The tier 1 analysts monitor alerts and triage alert data, and then escalate the incidents to the tier 2 analysts who perform deeper analysis. The tier 2 analysis send that information to the incident response handler team, who will contain and remediate the incident, communicate with other organizations, and then move that information to the forensic and malware reverse engineering specialists, who will perform forensic reversing the malware for deeper analysis. These alerts are generally diverse sources, and the type of device will determine which events can be extracted. This alert came from this variety of devices on our network. A DHCP server will provide us a transactional data will come from a dynamic IP address assignment with attribution to a host by MAC address. The DNS server will give us transactional data will come from the DNS queries response transaction. The authentication, authorization, and accounting server will give an alert data. Will show us the successful and failed authentication and authorization events. The IPS will give us an alert data will show us the IPS alert triggered by the IPS rules and signature. The firewall will give you three types of data. A session data will show us a different connection event with NAT translation, a packet capture which are collected manually by the firewall administrator, and statistic data with top source and destination and top access rules. With web proxy and email proxy, we give us two types of data. Transactional data with document client request and server response, and extracted data will give us with different attachment like malicious email attachment. As we can see, this is a lot of alert going back and forth inside our company. So we have to look for a technology which is able to index all relevant machine data and log files from security and non-security source in real time. Seeing the process and the people, let's see the different requirements of the technology we should use for our SOC. This technology has to be a balanced security solution that is capable of providing both proactive protection and adaptable expansion. Has to automatically assign a security level to the instance, a height, medium, and low, and gather all your security information in one place. You need to be able to index all relevant machine data and log files from security and non-security sources in real time, able to take the data and enrich it with external data such as data from Active Directory, asset database, third-party threat feeds, and more. This technology needs to have the flexibility to detect threats through a range of highly accurate, customizable detection methods, including correlation rules, risk scoring, and anomaly detection before they become breach. It needs to be user-friendly enough to be used by all SOC personnel and flexible enough so it can be customized to meet the specific need of every process and role in the SOC. The ArcSight SIEM solution respects all these requirements. Sometimes people misunderstand the role and the importance of the security incident and event management. Let's take the example of machine learning system. The machine learning system can be valuable, but they do not replace the need for a SIEM. They are still a single device with a single view of the system and the network. The value of a SIEM is on the cross-correlation of data for all the devices, including the machine learning system device. Secondly, some people think that the IDS IPS system does the same thing as a SIEM. This is not correct.
because the IDS is a single data feed that by itself is littered with false positive and erroneous information. A SIEM takes that information, cross-correlate with the other system data, other threat feed, and configuration issue information to determine if it is a ready threat. For instance, let's say someone is running a SQL injection against one of our servers. The IDS IPS will automatically generate an alert with high or medium level of severity, even though we don't have a SQL server in our organization. The SIEM understands what the server is and what kind of application is running and what configuration it has. This sort of intelligence context will avoid us to deal with false positive you may have with an IDS IPS system. This means with a SIEM, you just act when a real threat is detected. A SIEM is also more than a log aggregation tool because it is very easy to just collect and store log files. However, this doesn't give you any visibility into your security posture or help you mitigate any threats. This is something you need to have in mind when you are looking for a good SIEM solution. The ArcSight SIEM provides solutions that serve as a mission control center from real-time organization-wide threat management, compliance reporting, and automated network response. This is what it can be considered as an award-winning set of different products for monitoring threat and risk. ArcSight Enterprise Security Management ESM software for large-scale security monitoring deployments. The ArcSight ESM is the premier security event manager that analyzes and correlates every event in order to help your IT SOC team with security event monitoring from compliance and risk management. The ArcSight Express, an appliance-based all-in-one offering that is designed for mid-market, which pre-configured monitoring and reporting as well as simplified data management. ArcSight Express includes the industry-leading real-time correlation and log management technologies from ESM and Logger in one pre-packaged, easy-to-use SIEM solution for the mid-market. Express is referred to as the security expert in a box and has several built-in correlation rules, dashboards, and compliance reports. ArcSight Express provides a rapidly deployed, low-cost mid-market solution for monitoring your infrastructure. ArcSight Enterprise Security Manager is a correlation and analysis engine used to identify security threats in real time and virtual environments. ArcSight ESM provides a complete set of SIEM capabilities that can be used to secure large-scale SOC, including a full incident investigation and management workflow, and a dedicated deployment management console. Using its broad log data collection capability, combined with its powerful event correlation engine, ArcSight ESM can detect sophisticated threats crossing multiple types of security products. As a result, the organizations can detect threats in time to take effective action. The ArcSight Logger for log storage and search solution. With ArcSight Logger, you can improve everything from compliance and risk management to security intelligence to IT operations. This universal log management solution collects data from any log generating source and unifies the data for searching, indexing, reporting, analysis, and retention. The ArcSight Identity View for user identity tracking, user activity monitoring. It can be used for social media monitoring, for negative sentiment, insider threat, and activist threats. When a threat is detected, an event is sent to ArcSight ESM or ArcSight Express to alert the analyst of maybe a potential DDoS attack along with the user handle and the sentiment evaluation of the post, or to show an employer review website expressing dissatisfaction with the current employer and the possibility of leaving to go work for a competitor. The ArcSight Auditor application, which is an automated continuous control monitoring for both mobile and virtual environments. The ArcSight connectors, smart connectors. They collect event data from a variety of data sources. They normalize, categorize, and aggregate event data, and securely and efficiently deliver events to the ArcSight ESM or the ArcSight Express. The ArcSight connectors automate the process of collecting and managing logs from any device and in any format through normalization and categorization of logs into an unified format known as Common Event Format (CF). Each device has its own log format. The data is normalized and categorized into the ArcSight Common Event Format (CF) for easy correlation and analysis. The ArcSight console provides the dashboard for the Security Operations Center. It is the primary user interface for performing administrative tasks on ArcSight Express and ArcSight ESM. The ArcSight web-based consoles can be used for IT operations staff for searching through archive log data and generating compliance reports. This is a brief overview of a deployment for the ArcSight Express, composed of two appliances, Compliance 1 and Compliance 2. The Compliance 1 is the ArcSight Express, which includes the ArcSight Manager, the ArcSight Forwarding Connector, the ArcSight Web, and the Appliance 2 is the ArcSight Storage, which includes the ArcSight Logger, the long-term data storage, and the ArcSight Connector Manager. We will configure the ArcSight Storage appliance first to define the storage volume, where the ArcSight Storage appliance will store the event data, and then we will configure the ArcSight Express Appliance 1. After that, we will install the ArcSight console, which will help the SOC team to set up connection to ArcSight Manager to configure the different smart connectors. Any IT operations staff can now use the ArcSight Web for searching through archive log data and generating compliance reports. The ArcSight SIEM has built-in dashboard for real-time security analytics. This dashboard helps you understand the threats and risks that enable you to make smart decisions about where to focus your security team time and attention. Also, include a dashboard that monitors critical infrastructure to quickly report on business critical infrastructure. Here is a snapshot of the ArcSight logger. It collects log from any log generated source through more than 350 connectors from any device and in any format. Unify the data across the IT through normalization and categorization into a common event format CF. It can help you to search through millions of events using a text-based search tool on a simple interface. Here it is. We have looking for modified configuration. We can see that we have more than 258,000 modifications. And in the event tab, we can see all the modifications, the time, the destination host name, the category behavior, the destination address, and the more important, the category outcome. Here you can see the all success modification. This tab can help us when we are looking for suspicious modification. The ArcSight logger can store years worth of log and events in a unified format through a high compression ratio at low cost. It can also automate analysis, alerting, reporting, intelligence of logs, and events for IT security, IT operation, and log analytics. We can see this is an ArcSight ESM dashboard of the latest events occur in our network. Here sort by priority. We have in blue the latest grade threat events, in yellow priority 5, the latest elevated threat events, in orange the priority 7, the latest high threat event, and you can see we don't have any event on the latest low threat event, which has a color green, and we also have nothing in the latest severe threat event, which is a priority 9 and a red color. Having a priority 9 alert means your organization data security has been compromised. Maybe someone on your network has downloaded a malware and the attacker is extracting the data from your company. You will get from your SIEM an alert that identifies the original affected system and its attempted targets. The affected system then can be isolated from the network until the malware is removed. ArcSight SIEM creates a single pane of glass for the security analyst to monitor the enterprise, because one of the main goals of deploying a SIEM is to reduce the time to detect and respond to the security incident. The time to detection is one of the common metrics that is used to measure the effectiveness of a SOC. And this is the ArcSight SIEM solution provides to your SOC. Also, we can see on the left the dashboard navigator, where we can select different type of dashboard. Here we are on the events folder and select the latest event by priority. That's why we can see the different events related to that option. For instance, if you click on the ESM system information on the system F folder, we get all the information related to the health system of a different device on our network. With the ArcSight Compliance Insight package for various regulations on ArcSight ESM or ArcSight Express, we can get predefined compliance reports for the different regulation, SOCs, PCI, IT governance, and so on. Here is a sample compliance report for Cybernext Oxley. You can see here a report for the policy breach, another report for the IT risk event, and this is a chart for the case time to resolution by severity, and here another one for case in various stage. And this can help you to quickly get a report for executive view. To build an efficient SOC, we need tools like the SIEM solution, and also security analysts with comprehensive technical backgrounds. And something really important to have is a strong relationship with external organization, which can help you improve the security policy of your organization and also help you during the proactive threat hunting process. Here we have some of these organizations. The USAID, the Talos, First Fish Tank, Malware, CVE, and Payload Security. For instance, Talos is the intelligence team from Cisco who provide new and reliable intelligence indicating attacks that target specific customers. And also, when you receive an alert from a suspicious file from your SIEM, it is greatly recommended during the security incidents investigation to upload that file on the malware and payload security website. If it is a malware, that will give you significant information from different analysis obtained from sandboxing that malware. You will see how the malware was supposed to act on your network and also the IP address of the control and command server of the attacker. So I think that's it